Good morning. Welcome back. I ran into a little bit of an obstacle, and it has to do with crafting, specifically leatherworking. I was, working on getting my leatherworking up. I'm all the way up to 63. It's tricky to get mats. I could go farm them. I could, do all that stuff. If I just say, show me stuff that has a skill up for now, right? These are the things that has a skill up. This has a very good chance of going up. This has a very good chance of hitting 2, right? But notice that Artisan's Acuity is the thing that's needed here. So that's not good. I really want to level this, but that's a problem. I could level this and just go buy those. I could level this and go buy these. I did look at a guide online, and they said, you really should focus on getting these Artisan's Acuity. So I'm like, okay, how do I do that? Well, what you have to do is you have to do this daily, basically, or this repeatable. I guess it's a daily. It'll give you artisans whatever, and it's this convoluted multi-step process. Let me actually look at here. Leveling. What is it? War within leatherworking. Because I could just go do other things, right? If I go to WoW Professions, which is typically where I go for leveling advice, they say, you need to get down. Once you get down to 62, you're down here, so you need to make this, and so to get this, you have to do this and this and this. And a lot of these guides are like, well, you really need to do this. So, however I got it into my head about an hour and a half ago, I do want to do this quest, right? It's just sitting here bothering me, basically. And I'm like, how do I do this? Well, you have to do leatherworking orders. So how do you do that? Well, you go over here. Whoops. You go to your leatherworking thing. And you're like, okay, how do I do crafting? Okay, so that's this. Okay, so there's nothing from the public, right? I could search and there's nothing here. There's nothing personal, no one's asking me to make something. There's no one in the guild making anything. So at this point, since this expansion's been out for almost a year or over a year, not a lot of people are doing this. So I could go in here and do these, right? I get a little bit of gold, but it's mostly people saying, I'm not supplying any of the materials, or maybe, he's not supplying any of the materials. You're providing all of the reagents. So I got to go hunt all this stuff down, right? And it's like, do I really want to make this person and do all this work for only 70 gold? Maybe if you tipped 500 gold and you supplied all the materials, then someone would be doing this. I don't even know this recipe, right? So if I say, what are the ones that I've learned? Okay, so I know how to make this, but I have to provide this. And I'm just sort of getting the hint here that a lot of these things I'm going to have to supply the items. Now I could do this. Let me just try this real quick. Create. Yes, I don't, it's like, let's see, Thunderous Hide. Thunderous Hide. So I'm not going to do that. So how do I know which materials I need to provide? Is it the ones that are where it shows this? Okay, if I go here and I say Hide Seeker's Pack, Spelunker's this, it's 81, right? So my account to Warband Bank tab. So is it that how do I know which ones I need to provide? That's sort of confusing to me, right? You'll be providing this agent. Okay, so there. So he's provided that. So he wants me to provide this, and he's willing to spend 77 gold, and I'll get this and this as a result, right? Plus the gold, right? I'll get 77 gold. So is it worth this? I don't know. What is the price of this? So I can go into my thing. Let's see if is there a way to find out what that's worth? Storm charged leather. Let me go find out what that's worth. Because I need to find out if that's a good one. Because I could either do that do those things, right? Like if I want to, I could just like bite the bullet and supply all the materials for those people that are sort of like not doing their homework, basically. I don't want to go there. I want to go over here. I want to go to the auction house. They really should put the auction house over by the thing. That way I don't have to like run all the way back to this zone to grab a work order. Maybe there is a place here. I don't know. I don't see a little, I don't see a crafting work order thing anywhere. Maybe there is one. Orgrimmar Mage. No. Orgrimmar Guard. No. Orgrimmar Grunt. Here we go. Profession Trainer. I want other crafting. See, I don't see anything here that shows me how I can grab work orders now that I'm here by the auction house, and I can go, okay, what are these things worth? So to find out what they're worth, I just go like that. I'm like, okay, they're 3 gold each. I would have to provide 15 of them, right? Maybe I should have grabbed that work order. Maybe that's how you do it. You grab the work order, and then you run all the way back here. Boy, that's so tedious. Let's grab 3 of them, because I'm sort of wanting to do it a different way, which is to place my own work orders, which is what I saw online. People are like, yeah, you can place a work order with an alt. I'm like, oh, really? Maybe I'll do that. But I'm just doing the homework here, right? I'm learning how the system works. I'm figuring it out for myself so I can find the best shortcut to getting what I want, which is what you should always try to do if you have the time. If you're in a super hurry, and you have the gold, then, you know, you just do it however way you want, because you're basically, the gold is your way to sort of close the gap and get there faster. But I'd like to not spend a lot of gold if I can avoid it. So if I go here, I'm going to start order. I'm going to go back here. Okay, I can't do anything other than this order, right? Cancel order. Okay. Start order. Okay, so I have this order started. Does it appear in my thing? Crafting order. Oh, good God. I gotta write this down? This is so tedious. They didn't really think of this very well, did they? Okay, so I need to write this down because the game is not doing it for me. Or maybe I have tracked the recipe. Maybe that's it. Okay, that's what I can do. I can track the recipe. I guess that's okay. Just give me some way to carry this information over to the auction house. So I have to provide all 15 Stormforged leather, is what I'm gathering here. He's provided the Thunderous Hide, right? I think. But I have to provide all the 15 whatevers. I mean, I suppose if I'm looking at it from a buyer's perspective, they don't want to buy all these expensive materials and then no one picks it up, right? No one grabs the thing. But if that's the case, why don't you supply, you know, give a 50 gold tip for someone to do, you know, 30 seconds of work. That's fair. They've done the work of leveling the profession. They've invested their time, their energies, their own materials to level it, right? So give a good tip. That's all I'm saying. Give a good tip. Okay, so storm charged leather. So that's about 320 each. And I'm providing all 15. So that's 45 gold to get what was it? How much back? Not even showing me. It's infuriating. The gap in how this is working. Hide Seeker's Pack. It's not even showing it to me. Okay, so it's not right. So I had it filtered down, but even then, it's like, it's clunky. It's clunky to say the least. So let me verify. So they're about 3 gold, 20 silver each. So the idea there is I kind of want to see if I can satisfy at least this one. And then what I'll do is I'll just have an alt. I'll level an alt because I've already named this. I've already sort of pre-decided I'm going to do this. I just need to get the character to land at Dornagal, right? They don't need to level through the zone. They just need to be able to get to that crafting work order station and request the order. Now, maybe there's one in the Dragon Isles that I can use. I would assume that this. I'm pretty sure they added the crafting request system in Dragonflight, right? So maybe it's enough for him to just make it to the capital city and place a work order there. I don't know. But if I do this, I'm tracking this right here. 0 of 3 fulfilled. I actually did one before I picked up this quest, which is annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's say, yeah, let's just create the basic one. Did I? Oh, I have to do it through this. This doesn't... Oh, God. Oh, good God. It's so annoying. So if I do this, Hideseeker's Pack, start order. I just did it. I made it. Why do you have to do this to do it? It's so confusing. I just made one. Why didn't it? I can't make it from here, right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's go buy another thing. Maybe I'll buy them on an alt and mail them. No, I'll do it the hard way. I gotta learn the process here. I have to learn the rhythms. This is not well thought out. I'll tell it that way. It's clunky. Maybe there's a mod that you can get that sort of remembers all this for you so that when you go to the auction house, it goes, oh yeah, you just need to buy these 3 things and then you're done. I'm going to do it the hard way this time. For this one, I'll do it the long way, doing my own homework.
Can I lighten that coin purse?
All right, so... All right, I don't want to... Okay. I can spell. I can spell. Shut up. All right. Buy... How many? 5. Okay, so note to self, always make it through the UI, not through my own thing. Okay, so I have those. Come down, come down. Is it that I don't see any requirements for quality levels, like you have to do it of a certain quality? If you look at the title of the video, it's Vicarin, which is my level 60 druid. I don't know how he's level 60. I have a whole bunch of level 60 characters. I have no idea how they're level 60. I didn't level them up to 60. Was that like an automatic little bump in level when I did the you know, here's your new gear kind of a thing? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so now if I go over here, go to the crafting orders. Okay, now it says create. Can I undo this? Yeah, I don't want to use my concentration for this. Some of your own reagents. That's fine. Complete order. Okay, so I should have gotten more of those things. Does it come as a goodie bag or does it just pile up? I need to track those, don't I? I want legacy. Why do those not show up somewhere? Miscellaneous. What do I have that's like 16,000? Oh, the trader's tender of the bullshit cosmetics I don't care about. So how do I know how many of these things I have? Where is that tracked? Is it under let's see, miscellaneous? No. Unused. I see everything else. All the bazillion currencies they added in the game. So ridiculous. Where do I see? It's so annoying. I don't see a container that I need to open up. Do I just have to go in here and go to the quartermaster and then I see it? Yeah, it's not even telling me how many okay, I own 175. So where would I see that over here? This is... See, it's not there. Wow. Wow. How do I see my artisan's acuity? Checking the other trade goods category in your bank.
We will have justice.
In your bag or bank. What? Reagent bag. I hover over my reagent bag. I have no reagents. Maybe bank? It's so annoying. Does it go directly to your bank?
My directive is to serve you.
So I should probably just pull those out so I have them on me, right? That's not very convenient. If I put some of these... in my common bank, right?
My directive has
My
been
warband?
fulfilled.
Right? So, put that in there. Put that in there. That in there. I did clean out my inventory quite a bit. Soulbound, okay. I thought it was warbound for some reason.
I have an extended supply of goods
Whoops.
for outlanders.
Be nice if you
My thanks for your
stored it. It would just automatically switch to your bank if it was not, if you couldn't store it. All right, so I have 175. So yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like having... One, I don't like feeling like I have to supply all this crap and go back and forth. I do like, you know, getting my thing up. Now, is it the thing only once a day you can get? That's weird. Let me see here. So that. So is it only the first one of the day? Okay, no, some of them. How do you know which ones give this? What's the rule system here? What are the rules? Is it based on how much I supply? Artisans Consortium payout. See, it makes me think that I should have gotten a baggie, right? But maybe I didn't have a baggie. So this is literally 90 gold worth of materials, and he wants me to supply it for 74. But I do get skinning knowledge, but why would I do that? That's dumb. Well, I'd rather me get the item if I'm supplying that much of the items, which is why I'm thinking I might just level up another character. You people are so lazy. How do I see... Okay, you will be providing all of this. God, you people are so damn lazy. Just supply the goddamn reagents. Lazy fucks. I mean, yeah, I suppose you don't want to invest all that and then have no one pick up the order. Well, this is why I'm going to level up this guy. At least tentatively. I'm just looking at it. I'm thinking, okay, I could level him up. He's not my favorite druid in the world, but he is my highest level one.
Well met.
Yep, congrats on Mana 4 JOTC, guys. Okay, so this guy... We're basically going to get rid of all prior stuff. We're just not doing it anymore.
Goodbye.
I've gone through, I've taken the time to basically refresh all my characters so that they all have their gear in order. So like, this guy, for example, he's feral now, but if I swap, it'll swap in all the correct pieces. So you can see this is my tank pieces, heal pieces, DPS pieces for what would be probably balance, right? If I wanted to switch to balance, like to do dungeons or raids or something, I'd probably go balance, because being ranged DPS, it does take longer to get in as DPS, but then the pressure's off as far as being close to the real sources of damage. You know, you just have to like run around and just pew things from a distance, which is safer. I could also go healing, but I'll probably do healing in dungeons, like follower dungeons. But when it comes to doing, God, this. When it comes to doing normal dungeons, I'll just do ranged. Follower dungeons, healing, normal dungeons, ranged. Okay, so I have to fix up my bars so I can actually do things. Okay, just put this over here. Okay, so now I am steady state. And since this is the druid, I normally would be in flight form, but it's nerfed. Maybe I'll do it anyway. Okay, so... Whoops. Spellbook. Okay, so we're going Dreamwalk. So let's go Dreamwalk here. Actually, no, Dreamwalk here. This goes here. Yeah. Tiger Dash goes there, because this is movement right here. And miscellaneous. Mostly movement. Okay, travel form. Let's try that. Let's put that here. Yeah. So if I do want to run around and do that, I can. Okay, so this is an alchemist. So this is also professions over here. Cooking goes down here. Herbalism journal. Right? last thing I played was Shadowlands, so there we go. Maybe that's why he's 60. Maybe I got all the way to the end. And I think maybe that's what I did, was I got all the way to the end in Shadowlands on many different characters. And then I was bouncing through when the Dragonflight was like in pre-patch, before it actually released. And they had those big events around the world where you could like kill bosses that would spawn. I think I did that on most of my characters. But then you can see the free gear that I got from like class upgrade or whatever is just much better than that. So it was sort of, it was fun, it was adventurous, but it was sort of, in the end, pointless, right? So let's get my forms figured out here. Bear form, cat form. Bear form. Bear form, cat form. Remove everything here. Alright, so cat form, bear form, back into here. I also need prowl, so that's Q. So I need bear form and cat form on that. I need to reset these bars, blank them out. So nothing should be on these bars right now. All fresh, ready to go. Excellent. Okay, so Moonfire for pulling, I'll put that on 3. Regrowth for healing on that. This is when I'm not in any of the forms. Mark of the Wild debuff on Control 7 on the keypad. Let's see what else. Remove corruption on 6. These are just standard places that I put things for some reason, just historically where I put them. I'm not doing anything special here. I'm just the normal things. I might put Skull Bash on kitty cat form right here. Trying to work interrupts into my normal thing, right? Oh, one thing I do need to do is go to my talents, and I do need to load in like the quote-unquote best Wowhead Feral Druid build, so I don't have to like think about it. It just fills it out, and it's just fine. You know, they've done all the math for now. Okay, so Delves Open World, copy talents, import, Feral Wowhead. Or Wowhead Feral, whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is. Okay, so they are leaving that in. Let's remove all this shit. Alright. So, starting from this point. We have Bash. That. Okay, that's looking better. Alright, so let's go to spells. Thrash is my AoE. Now, I have Primal Wrath. This might be the best finisher now that I'm looking at it. Because this is 15,000. This is 8,000. Oh. To all enemies within 10 yards. That actually might be the best finisher. Because this is single target. Yeah, Rip might be the best one. Obviously, Brutal Slash is in there, but I need to, like, macro it. That's the problem with a lot of these things is you have so many abilities, active abilities, that you don't have a place for them, right? In a nice, tidy rotation. I just want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of a thing. I don't 1, 2, 3, 4, F7, 3, 4, 2, 5, and like 10 different things to cycle through. That's not my idea of a good time. So maybe what I should do is I should create a master single target builder macro. So this would be Rake. I know I did this on my other character, but I should just do it here. Start, tack, cast, sequence, Rake, shred. So this is a single target builder. And I would do that there, right? And then, obviously, I've since learned that Yeah, right. Oh, I did have it over here, didn't I? Maybe I do this over here. Rake. Reset target, rake, moonfire. Yeah. So why do I have start attack? Oh, that's right. I don't want to, like if I'm in stealth, I don't want to get out of stealth with a start attack unless I can land a rake. That's right. I want rake to hit first because doesn't it do more damage with stealth? Yeah. So if you have start attack, you'll hit first and then you'll rake, which is a problem. So you want to be like right up against the enemy, but you do want it to start your attacks. So now why is this moonfire? That makes no sense. Let's do shred. Yeah, that makes more sense. Or can I moonfire when I'm in... let's try something here. Can I moonfire in cat form? Because if so, that's why I would have done that. I sort of miss fairy fire. That was a nice way to pull. Okay, so if I go over here... No, I leave form. Okay, so that macro is no longer really valid. As far as like having moonfire in there. They must have changed that or something. Or maybe it's a talent point. Moonfire. Like, is it a moonfire can be used in feral form? Ah, there you go. That's what it is. Lunar inspiration. So I did have that. But it's like no longer advisable, right? Because this does thousands, this does just a little bit. So yeah, that's not really advisable anymore. It's a matter of, you just don't use it anymore. So now our rake is basically... Now let's look and see what they recommend the rotation be. Wellhead. Feral. Feral drew a DPS guide. Okay, so rotation. Just give me the basic one. Prowl, rake from stealth, brutal slash. Do we ever do shred? Okay, if you not cast thrash or threat. Okay, so blood talons. So the only time you cast shred. Okay, so 1. I'm learning here what I have to do. So rake, and then shred is sort of in pending, right? It's pending, so I do 2. So rake's sitting there, but I should do this instead, right? So that means I need to do... Where's my AoE? There it is. Okay, so this comes over here. AoE. Reset to target. We don't do thrash or swipe anymore. We're doing brutal slash. Whoops. Alright, so reset, that's probably too long, isn't it? So we go... So 1, 2... And maybe we do that as well. Maybe we go into rake and say, give it a timeout. Because we do want it to be, let's see, how long does the rake last? The rake adds a bleed for 15 seconds. So I want it to reset so I can apply it again if I don't apply shred, right? I don't want it to just sit there forever waiting. We'll go rake, target, comma 10. That's good. That's enough time. Maybe I can just add a few more shreds there. That way, if I did want to, I could just shred, shred, shred. Doubtful I will. Right? But if I needed to, actually, let's do 5 because if I do more shreds, then that takes time, and that time is considered like since the last time you used this particular macro has to be 5 seconds for it to go back to rake. So if I'm doing rake, shred, 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 then rake might already be almost ready to go, right? So I'll do that. All right, and then AoE. And let's rename this just BS, Brutal Slash. Okay, so rake from stealth, which I never do. Brutal Slash, but sometimes I'll do. If you've not yet procced Blood Talons, when you use 3 different combo point generating abilities within 4 seconds, damage in the next 3 rips or ferocious bite is increased by 25% for their full duration. Okay, so rake, Brutal Slash. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that'll proc this, right? Yeah. So 1, 2. Depending on if I'm doing 1 target or multiple targets, 2 or more, I'll either go rake, shred, Brutal Slash this, or rake, Brutal Slash, thrash this, right? So 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 4, or 2, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 3, 4, and I'll just have to figure that out. I'm not going to cast Berserk almost ever, because maybe unless I'm against a boss, I guess. I'll put that there. Tiger's Fury right before Rip is what they're saying. Interesting. Maybe this over here. I want that to be healing. Let's go regrowth on R. I like my finishers to be there. Maybe I should put shred on its own keybind. Let's see what else is going on here. They're just doing rip. Full. Adaptive Swarm. I don't have Adaptive Swarm. Maybe that's a later spell. Right, something that's talented for later. Yeah, I don't have it, whatever it is. It's obviously some sort of an insect thing. Tiger's Fury, Rip, Feral Frenzy. This is against like a boss, right? I'm not going to turn off Invoke, turn off Feral Frenzy. So I don't have Feral Frenzy. Balance, Restoration. Because I don't have it talented, right? Is that why? It's down here somewhere? Like maybe at the bottom? Yeah, there it is. So this one... Okay, I'm looking at this. I'm trying to think of the path of least resistance, right? I don't want to add more abilities. I like this. This is a nice idea. Especially since if I don't know if that ability is like amazing. Let's see. Best Feral Druid single target. Now, why would I talent for this if I'm not using it? They have it talented, but they don't show it anywhere in their little guide, right? Primal Wrath. I don't see Primal Wrath anywhere. Primal. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Priority. Primal Wrath if Rip is missing on any nearby targets. I like the idea of doing this and adding Rip to everything in range. Because I'm questing around, I'm just doing, you know, I'm pulling groups and I want to just erase them all. So if I wanted to, I could just do Brutal Slash. And then I don't want to have to do 3 things. So I don't like the idea of that. So I'm going to go that way. I like that better. I like just my Rip doing more damage. Even if I don't like set it up. I don't like having to set things up, right? And 50% is fine. It's fine. I'm willing to settle for a little bit less damage. Okay, so what's this? No, not that. Okay, next regrowth. Yeah, this is grid. I like this. This is really good. Okay, so this lasts 5 additional seconds. So Tiger Fury is best right before a finishing move. Okay. So from the top, obviously Tiger's Fury. I guess we do that after we've expended a bunch of energy and right before the closer, but right before the finisher. That makes sense. All right. Primal Wrath. Moment of Clarity, obviously. Now, Shred deals more damage. Brutal Slash, more damage. Shred deals 5% bleed damage. Shred of bleed damage over time from Thrash. Okay, so if I did choose this one, I wouldn't need to necessarily do Thrash. So I kind of like that. I like that Shred and Brutal Slash would also sort of implicitly cast at least the bleed portion of Thrash. But how does Thrash break down its spells? Is it a 2-pronged attack? Is it an initial hit and then also a thing? Okay, so bleed damage and additional. Okay, so that spell, that talent only adds the bleed portion. Okay, not the initial hit. So I still want to use, so that's better. Okay, let's see. Tackle Fury Ash, 5 seconds. Okay. Sort of a gimme anyway, because you have to get down here, right? Maximum energy increased by 20. Energy radiation. I kind of want this to be 2. I want this to be 2 points, actually. Because I love having more energy, and I love my regen to be really high. So what's an end point that I could get rid of? Like I don't... Would I get rid of this, maybe? Or would I get rid of this? Like, if I'm not using Ferocious Bite, because I'm using this ability, maybe I just do it that way. Yeah, I like that. So I'm moving away from Ferocious Bite, right? So, Ferocious. Okay, so this shows me Ferocious Bite. This I won't need, right? It doesn't really do anything for me, but I have to do it to get down to here. This, I can probably... undo that one. So now I have a free point that I can do. Can't go down here yet. I like that. I like Omen of Clarity. Yes, I do. Very much. Free things. I like free things. Okay, so, and then things that do rip. I can't spell. Okay, so things that are rip-based. No. It doesn't directly affect rip. That does. That does. That does. That actually does rip. And then over here, rip. More damage. It's like almost too much to take in, you know? I don't want maim. I don't need yet another spell to cast. I like the idea of this one, right? I like that it does. It's a spender that works on all nearby enemies. It may not be optimal for a single target, but most of the time when I'm questing, I'm like killing multiple enemies at once. And maybe I can have a separate spender, right? Maybe I can do this. This is my, wow, shit, how would I do that? Still want this over here. Or maybe I do it like this. Build, Tiger's Fury, that, right? That's probably the best way to do it. All right, so now let's go here. Show tooltip. Start attack. Cast primal wrath. Yeah. So single target. It's just, I'm trying to simplify it. I don't want to overcomplicate things. Right? But you're not doing as much DPS. No, maybe not, but it's a simple rotation, and I like that. My self-healing. And I can finesse this over time, right? I'm not married to it. I can always adjust, and if I stumble upon some new idea that it's, you know, it's like, they're like, but this is better because of that. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. It is better. Got it. But I'm just not there yet, right? I'm not there. That. Actually, let's do that, and then we'll put Shadow Meld on the other emergency one. Where's Shadow Meld? Oh, I don't have Shadow Meld because I'm not a Night Owl. Duh. Alright, so that's definitely an oh shit button. Bark Skin on 4. So what quest do we have here? Meet Blue and her warband and gadget sand. Maybe I'll do this on this character.
Work complete.
Let's go do this. Just so I can get it out of my book.
Hello. Eyes open. All right. Learning.
Alright. What else is clogging up? Ready for turn in. But is it active? No, it's not. So we'll just leave that hidden. Heritage. Meet the spirits. And spirits whisper. So we're down to how many quests now? This one and this one? I'll go do this. I'm going to go get some ice while I'm flying. So I shall be back. I will definitely try to get into the raid to do Devoury Dude before the reset.
Stand proud.
Oops, don't want to do that.
Without honor, we have nothing. We serve as caretakers of this world. Honor those who came before us.
What is this? Oh, Dragon House. Okay, that's the Dragon House one. Okay. The spirit. This is it. Argaze Camp Narachi. Right over here. So, did I never do this? I never unlocked the look? Maybe I stopped leveling this character before the end of, when I stopped playing, right? It's possible.
Yes, ancestors guide you. Honor, light the incense, then center yourself and slow your breathing. Focus on the smoke as it swirls around you. Let it fill you and lighten your spirit. Breathe in and out.
Work complete.
Greetings, young one. Ancestors guide you.
I just want to make sure this is a heritage thing, right? This is for the heritage armor set, I think. A small retreat. Wow. Small retreat. So let's double check here. So this is... Okay, so it is the heritage armor that comes from this particular race, right? This, whatever it is, the Tauren Druid race that is this character. I don't remember what it was called, but... Okay, so we're going... Where are we going? This way. So, if you've just tuned in, I'm leveling up a second character, at least to the point where they get to the capital city of the new expansion, Dornegal, because I want to level up my leatherworking on my main, and the most efficient way to do that is to do those work orders, it seems. But the problem is almost no one's, putting work orders in for me to do, because I've checked the boards, because people aren't playing right now, right? It's just sort of like the game just sort of goes into stasis after a few weeks of the latest patch, maybe a month, but now we're 2 months out, I think. And so it's sort of sleeping again, and no one's really needing anything. So this guy is going to place work orders, which I've heard you can do. I'm going to go on their word that you can use an alt to place work orders, but you have to get there first. So I need to get him to 70 and get him to Dornegal, or at least to 68, or whenever it is you can start the quest line that unlocks the island. It might be 68. They usually let you go early if you're, geared, but I don't know. Usually most people are 70 before, they're level capped before they go in, so you know, like with BC, you know, you had to be 60 at the end of Classic, but you could even go to BC at 58 if you were, you know, willing to. So I'm hoping that's the case here, that I only have to get to 68. I don't want to actually level this guy all the way through, you know, the War Within, at least not anytime soon. I just want to get him over there so he can place work orders. Because partly I need to earn the currency, right? That you use to buy things. The recipes from the vendor there. So those little weird blue dust kind of things.
Ancestors guide you.
Now, the one thing I am concerned about is I am going to burn through rest bonus, right? Because I probably have a lot of rest bonus. Let's look here. Rest. I have 30 full bubbles worth of rest bonus. So it's like, I would like to use that, but to make best use of that, I need to use heirlooms. But the problem with that is that heirlooms are far lower than the gear that they gave me. Maybe I'll try it for a while and see if it's okay. Just like the gear, right? Not all the different slots, just these things, right? Just to see if it, you know, maybe it's too ouchy. I don't know. We'll find out. What other slots? There's like, I need cloak. I don't need all the slots. I just need enough to unlock. Rest, I just need one more slot, so necklace maybe. Yeah, necklace. Or maybe a ring. I'll do ring. Alright, so for now, I'm going to save this as a new set. This will be Feral XP. Or Feral Heirloom. And again, I'll just name it that. And it's just sort of a temporary thing, right? Just so I can preserve some of that XP that I've been earning. So yeah, a 6-piece bonus, excellent. And they're all 6 out of 6, 6 out of 6, 6 out of 6 as far as leveled, you know, how far they've leveled up. So I can't get any better. Maybe they don't scale up through the next expansion. I don't know. Fine, it could be the Spirit Walkers. Oh. Where am I going, dude? Am I going up here? Ah. So they're leading me further. They're basically showing me where to go. Oh.
Oh, young one, how I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
So my killing power is still pretty good, even though I have
the spirit realm,
that heirloom gear on. That's like of lower quality.
Spirits are crossing over into the mortal world. There will come a time for us to speak, but first we must warn our people of this
What is
threat.
60% less?
Work complete.
Yeah, 60% less consumption of the XP. And yes, I'm using a regular mount because the flight form is bugged at the moment. It's moving slower than it should, like far slower.
Greetings, young one.
Travel to Blood
Honor
Village. Okay.
Isahi Akule.
Isahi Akule.
Thunder Bluff.
Don't know what you're talking
Our
about.
champion will aid Bloodhoof Village.
After this quest line, I'm going to go do the Gadget Zan thing. I don't know what that's about. I've never done a warband quest. Maybe that's unlocks. I know there's like a campsite thing, like the loading screen. You can choose different loading screens. I don't know if this unlocks another one or if it's they give you something like here's extra gear for your warband. I don't know anything about what it does, but and I've never done it, but I'll do it on this character here shortly. I don't need anyone to tell me what it does because I'll figure it out. I just got to go do it. I'm keen to figure it out for myself. Uh-oh, we phased. Something's about to go down. Let's see, what is this buff called? Does it have any? No. Warband mentored leveling, that's interesting. Let me look at that. What is that? Warband mentored leveling. Oh, that's interesting. So if you have 5 level 80s, you get 25% XP buff. 5% for every 80 you have. That's very interesting, actually. This looks like what is it? Tirisfal, not Tirisfal Glades. The Undercity, the area around Undercity. What's it called? I guess it is Tirisfal Glades. My brain actually does work in memory. Oh shit. What's this debuff? Oh. Okay, get rid of that curse. So I need to just do things, right? Basically do anything. I can get rid of my curse without having to do anything. That's nice. Ugh. Still getting used to the rotation here. I don't know what my ideal end point for that will be. I'm still figuring it out. I like that I can decurse myself while I am while I remain in cat form. That's nice. I think I need to find a better keybind for it, though.
Is the one who leads them. We fight when we must. For Azeroth. What brings you to me? Champion, I am at your side! The ancestors! Let them practice their power! The ancestors! Let them practice their power! Destroy the spirit before it is too late!
No, my son. Let it be. Our way seeks not destruction, but harmony. We need both light and shadow to see what lies before us. You have helped this champion restore balance to the spirit realm, and balance is what we strive for.
Father, Mother, can you stay? I have so much I wish to tell you.
I know, but we must wait for another time. We are proud of you, my son. Remember always that the Earth Mother watches over you, and so do we.
I am Bane, son of Care. Stand strong, Sorin of Thunderblood. We are safe thanks to the deeds of our champion. Long will we remember this day. Let us pay tribute to our ancestors. Let us honor our tribe.
Work complete.
Our people once lived as nomads. It was not long ago that we settled in these lands. Some of us are still wanderers at heart. You have done much in your travels to honor your ancestors. Look upon this land and know that the peace and harmony found here are also within you. Balance has been restored, and I must bid you farewell. But the spirits will always watch over you. Wherever the great hunt leads you, may our gifts remind you of your tribe and your home. Walk with the Earth Mother.
looky-doos you like?
How fare you? Fair skies and strong winds. Until next time. Be bold. Be true. It is a world of wonders.
Work complete. Work complete.
There is much to discover. In unity, find strength. May we all find what we seek.
Work complete.
What brings you here? Farewell.
Work complete.
So many possibilities.
Thrall Hall. Strength.
Adventurers, we shall depart for the Dragon Isles shortly.
The rebuilding continues. Several years have passed quietly since our forces returned from the Shadowlands. But it seems that quiet is now
The Defiant Dragon Scale in all its spiky glory. All aboard for adventure, my friends.
Finally! I could have flown there and back again by now.
The bells have tolled. Shelter your weak, your young, and your old. Each of you shall pay the
silly Halloween thing.
cry for mercy. The reckoning.
I could use you.
Does anyone still do that at all?
Hungry.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to be doing any of this if I can avoid it. But I will look at this and go, anything interesting here? I like passives. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna do that. That looks appealing because I use regrowth on myself a lot. Like when I'm in combat and I get that proc, like, oh yes, please. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any of this. At least not yet. Can I go back to Orgrimmar, please? Can I go to Orgrimmar, please? Where's my portal to go back to Orgrimmar? Do I have to do like a bunch of things first? I don't want to do a bunch of things first. I want to go back to Orgrimmar. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I am forsaken.
Okay. Time until arrival. Soon. Good. Yes, this guy has the right idea. Static flight. You don't get there as fast, but it's a lot less work. And you can hover, which is amazing. I did all that. That's my only quest left. Awesome. There's no toy for the Dragon Isles yet, right? Or did I get that? Maybe? Map. No. Okay, there's no Dragon Isles map. Okay. I'm going to do all the candy buckets on Kalimdor, then I'll go to Eastern Kingdoms, then I'll go to Outlands, then I'll go to Northrend, then... Whoa, that's kind of cool looking. Then Cataclysm... Well, Cataclysm will count for both.
To the Dragon Isles,
for these two. That's mostly Cataclysm. And, of course, the Maelstrom. I don't think the Maelstrom would have more than one candy bag, right? Or one candy thing. Let's see what else. So do all of Azeroth, all of Draenor, all of Outlands. Does Shadowlands have candy buckets? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think I've ever done candy buckets out there. But I'm just curious to see how far I can get from 62 just doing candy buckets and preserving my rest bonus, which is still at 24 bubbles, which is pretty good. Oh, Ancient Kodo. Very silly. Very, very silly. I used to have a macro that would let me delete all the stupid Halloween treats that would like pile up. I would just hit a button, they would all just go blip, blip, and disappear. But that doesn't work anymore. Because reasons. Because they want to protect people from themselves, I guess. Oh, an herb. Hawkenbloom. Hawktua. What's that? How did I get that? Hi. All right. All right, so here we go. So let me, I need to go do a bio for a moment.
Eager you are for my blood to spill, yet to vanquish me.
My head you must kill. Yes, we all know the spiel. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, and sorry for hitting the microphone. I had to do a little poo. And then pour some wine for my wife. But not in that order. She's terrible at portion sizing. She's portion challenged, so she's like, will you pour me some wine? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Just like a magical Legion Forged Elec. How? What? That was just a free thing? That's cute. I'm not going to use it, but...
Welcome to the trading post.
How many bazillion thousands have I... I'm not 16,300. That's hilarious. This is the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen. Nope. 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 I'll just let it keep piling up because I don't care. All right. So let's see here. Let's actually go Curse Forge. Want handy notes, right? Let me quit the game for a moment. And refresh this. I don't have handy notes installed, right? Candy, is it just candy buckets? Candy. Handy notes, Hallows End candy buckets. There we go. And then handy notes. All right. So now, when we play, I should be able to say, show me all the candy buckets. I can just fly from one to the next and the next, and it should mark it on my map. At least that's the way it used to work. And it would integrate with TomTom, so I don't have to do any thinking. Well, why is it doing this? It's so weird. I pared down a lot of characters, didn't I? Alright, so now if I go like this, there's the candy buckets. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Options, add-ons, handy notes. I guess I can get to it from here, can I? Is it not collected? Who is blue, and is that a NPC or a... Okay. Okay. So... Specialist better get your hands on treats. Aid a sick orphan. It's interesting that they put this on here. A nice mastering Sam debuff. Nah, I'm alright. Alright, I'd like to have arrows to these automatically. Can I get to handy notes with HN? I guess this. Okay, plugins. Handy notes, yes. Profiles. Let's do 2. Let's see what that looks like. It's not really giving me... there we go. World map icon scale. Mini map should be good enough. Yeah, I want them nice and large. Yeah, there we go. I know generally where to go. I just this helps me keep track of them, like so I know which ones I've hit and which ones I haven't. I know where all the inns are basically. Oh, I need the one here, don't I? Maybe I'll actively do the swift flight thing when I'm doing this. Oops. Now, can I put this on my bar and have it open up automatically, please? Let's put that on, can't, damn it. Can I should make a macro that uses that. So I can just hit the macro and it just opens that, because you can't accept another one until you've opened the previous one. Okay, why is that still up here? Okay, that's gonna annoy the hell out of me. That the whole reason to have these on the map is so I could say, how do I remove it? Oh my god. Overall settings. Handy notes not removing pins that I've visited.
The sky is dark. The fire burns. You strive in vain as fate's wheel turns.
Normally they would just automatically disappear. How to remove handy note pins. No, I don't have access to that. Maybe it's this. Maybe I can do it this way. Huh. Let's go there and see if HN new will remove the pin. It's okay if I just have to hit a button. I just have to remember to hit the button when I visited the thing. Okay, so I'm at the thing. So... no, it's not doing it. That's add handy note. Handy notes. Let's see at the official page here. See if they have more support options here. What about removing things? Handy notes commands. Is there like a remove option? Like HN remove? Maybe HN delete? Oh, for fuck's sake. It doesn't really work for me if I have if I can't like have it removed, right? The whole point is that it gets removed. We're gonna have to try a different tracking system. Handy note hide pin. Handy note hide pin. Ugh. I don't want to hide all the pins. I mean, I can always go. Is this no? There's no TomTom integration anymore, is there? Is there a different handy notes one I need? Maybe. Let's try again. Handy note. See all the handy note options here. Thousand candy bar. That's fine. That's updated. Yes. Because it used to be that you would get there and then it would go bing, and then it would just like remove it from your current character's map. So you didn't, you know, by the time you're done, you have like maybe one pumpkin left, and you're like, okay, now I just have to go there, right? You don't have to think about it. You're just like, this one's done, and it just magically disappears when you get there, or when you've done the objective, right? And it thinks it's completed, but it's not. I mean, I can always do that, and that gives me the... But now I have to keep track of which ones I've done, and that's annoying. There has to be a way to remove a pin. A single one. Or remove an item from the map in handy notes. I'm not getting a pop-up. And normally they would, they would show a little map. Like I'm clicking, I'm like option, this, using modifier keys, nothing. It would normally, like, you get a little pop-up saying delete the item too. That was another way to do it. Alternative to handy notes. For WoW handy buckets. I don't want to do it manually. Yeah, see, it's not doing any interactivity. Shows unvisited candy buckets. So this is a weak aura. How's that different from the one I just downloaded? So this is not the same thing. Got it. Let's delete this. Quit the game. I might have to download weak auras as well, right? Let's not do it this way, though. Let's do it the other way. Candy bucket. Ugh, God damn it. What is this? I'm not downloading third-party software. Thank you very much. I guess I'll just download it this way. Okay, so I do have handy notes. 1.5 or higher. Yes. All right, so let's do it this way. Let's just go in and go downloads, extract all. I mean, it might be the same damn thing. Copy. World of Warcraft, retail, get rid of the cache, interface, add-ons, paste. Does this give me the exact same thing that I had that I don't like? We shall find out. Why is it doing that? Ugh. Why does it do this? I'm going to have to stop recording because it's just being stupid. But I'll be back after I do candy buckets. Bye-bye.